How's it going, YouTube? Navy Sooner here. Today, we're going over this guy right here. It's my Glock killer. Yeah, I said it. Let's get into it. Why the fuck does every time I want to fucking shoot, God says, nope, not today, and he says, fucking Texas wind.
This world just wanna take it. This world just wanna take it. This world just wanna take it. I'm free.
Alright, for years I have been a Glock fanboy. That has been my go-to firearm for my concealed carry. My dad Glock 19, Glock 26, and then for a full-size firearm, that's what I always went to, was the Glock 19 or the Glock 17. Well, that's all changed. I'm no longer carrying a Glock 17 or Glock 19 as a duty style or full-size handgun anymore. What I am using is this CZ P10F. Yeah. I really like this gun, and we're going to get into the pros and cons, and I had one issue that I will talk about. But just so you know, I'm no longer carrying a Glock 17 when it comes to a full-size / duty size pistol anymore. Before we get into the video, we're going to talk about something else. Yes, I have a Patreon account and a Subscribestar account. Go check them out. It would be greatly appreciated if you could donate to keep this channel running if you like this channel. Also, hit the like and subscribe buttons. It really helps out. And I know that I have been kind of quiet lately. It's because school has been really kicking my ass. Also, go check out Life, Liberty, Pursuit of Happiness clothing. They are on Instagram and they are soon to have a website up. I'm not sponsored by them. They just sent me this t-shirt. It's an awesome t-shirt, and Garrett from the company, he is a great guy. So go check out Life, Liberty, Pursuit of Happiness. What is the P10F? It's a striker fired full-size handgun. The F in the P10F stands for full size. You got the P10C and the P10S as well. So the P10C is a compact and the P10S is the subcompact. The overall length of the gun is 8 inches from front to back, and the overall height from the top to bottom is 5 3/4 inches. The barrel is cold hammer forged and it is 4.5 inches long. What I got from the factory were tritium night sights, and they are metal. You can also get a P10F that has cutouts for an optic. I don't know what the sights are that come on it. I don't know if you need to change them for having coat witness if you want them, but I do believe that they still come with the tritium night sights as well. The P10F has ambidextrous slide releases on here, so lefties, you can rejoice over having a slide release on this side of the firearm for your thumb to actuate. The magazine release is ambidextrous as well, not like how the P10C was, where it was really stiff and you could press it from either side, but it was still really stiff for releasing the magazine. This one you actually have to change out what side you want your magazine release on. It has front and rear sliding serrations for you people that think you're cool and want to do press checks. It comes with interchangeable back straps for if you have bigger hands, but I kept the ones on that came with it, which is the small version, because I have small hands. It's okay. Makes my small dick look big too. And no, it doesn't. And it has an accessory rail like most full-size duty style pistols have nowadays. Now, I usually go over my likes before I go over my dislikes, but today we're going over dislikes first, just so I can get them out of the way. The first dislike that I don't like about this handgun is changing out the magazine release. I mean, that was a pain in the dick, like more of a pain in the dick than raw dogging a hooker. It was really hard to do, and if you lose a couple of the parts, then you're kind of screwed, or if you think you broke it, then you have to send it back to CZ. I just wish they had an easier way of changing out the magazine release to the other side and back and forth. Another dislike that I don't like about this handgun is the texture. Now, it's not a complete dislike because the texturing on this is much better than what the Glock's textures are. This texture is very aggressive. So if you're shooting for long periods of time without gloves on, it can get pretty rough on your hands. Now, some people would come out and say, just toughen up and have stronger hands. Fuck you. Another dislike that I have for this handgun is the options for holsters. There really aren't that many options out there for the P10F itself. Now, what I did find was my T-Rex Arms Ragnarok for my Glock 17 with the TLR1. It fits great when I'm using this Olight PL Pro Valkyrie. It's very good. Now, this is only there's no other forms of retention besides it sliding in and out. It was a little tight with the TLR1 on there, but it will work. Now, I left the holster with the gun in it in my truck in the Texas heat, and it kind of molded to it, and it fits perfectly now. I also have this ALS Fireland holster. It's for the Glock 17 with a IT M3 Lite, and it does not fit with, it's a very, very tight fit with the TLR1, but with this PLR Pro Valkyrie, it goes in just fine. It's stuck in there, and it will come out no issues whatsoever with this light and this holster. Like I said though, the TLR1 is kind of a tight fit. You go to reholster, it's gonna have issues unless you want to make modifications to this. But if you don't want to make modifications, the PL Pro Valkyrie light that I have works great. I also have the Blackhawk Omnivore holster, but it will not work with the PL Pro Valkyrie. It will only work with my TLR1 on this firearm. The Omnivore is set up for having multiple firearms that it can take, and that's the reason that you have to have the TLR1 on there, is because it's specific to the TLR1. Or the TLR2. Now, let's get into what I liked about this handgun and why I switched from Glock 17 to the CZ P10F. One of the big ones is there's less felt recoil than the Glock 17, and there's less muzzle flip for me that I feel and how I believe it is. Most of the reason behind it having less muzzle flip and less felt recoil is I can get a higher purchase on the handgun here because of the way that it's cut out under in the back here. And then the cutout under here for my finger is much better. You do not have to send this off to get dremeled or dremel it yourself and screw it up. That being said, creates a lower bore axis. Lower bore axis creates less muzzle flip and less felt recoil. People that want to argue with you about bore axis are probably trying to argue with you on why they bought a P320 and why that was a good purchase. Like I said earlier in the video, the sights that come on it are metal and night sights. Much, much better than the sights that come on a Glock 17 from the factory, a normal one. Yeah, you can get some with night sights on it, but it's also much more expensive. This comes with metal night sights. Much better than the Glock. Another reason that I like this firearm is the factory magazines. They come with 19 rounds in them, so that's 19 plus 1. And there are optional base plates from CZ where it comes with 21 plus 1. So that's pretty damn good. The Glock 17 comes with 17 rounds. While there are base plates that you can up that round count, I'm just talking about factory magazines from the factory. Now, CZ factory magazines are a little bit more expensive, but it doesn't bother me, and I like that they're metal rather than the plastic that Glock has. Another reason that I really like this firearm is reloads and getting back on target is much faster for a simple reason. Now, you could do the regular release of the slide and it will go home, and then you bring your gun on target. One thing that's awesome about this is if you have it at the right angle, it will slide home. I call it a slam reload, I guess. I don't know what to actually call it, but that's what I call it, and it will do that almost every time. Now, if you don't get the right angle or the right oomph behind it, I guess you could say, then the slide won't go home and you will be caught with your pants down because you're used to the slide going home. It happened to me a couple times and I'm like, oh shit, I have to press slide release. Finally, what I really like about this gun over the Glock 17, the trigger, the factory trigger. The factory trigger, my average was about 4.5 pounds per pull on this trigger. It is amazing. It's not quite Walther PPQ or Canik nice, but it is still much better than the Glock factory magazine. Also, the reset is really nice. Like short, real short, and right to the wall. There's no creep. No creep whatsoever. This trigger is great. Now for the one issue that I had. The guide rod here on the front, I will show you in video and you can probably see it on my intro, was kind of sticking out of the front. I was like, what the hell's going on? So I took it down. The guide rod / recoil spring assembly has a little screw on the back of it that came undone, and it made the guide rod protrude out from the front. Luckily, I caught it before it caused any catastrophic malfunctions, and I haven't had any issues since. Well, that's the CZ P10F. I like this much better than the Glock 17s. And yeah, you can go out and get like custom made Glock 17s to fit your hands better, but I mean, you're paying a premium for that when you could go out and pay less for a Glock for a better gun, in my opinion. I still conceal carry my Glock 48. There's nothing that beats that for conceal carry, in my opinion. So until someone beats that out, I'm keeping that, especially with the 15 rounds from the Shield Arms magazines. Anyways, P10F, my new go-to full-size handgun. Navy Sooner out.